I've been doing it since 16. I will be fine. Trust me, I'll be fine. I've been fine.
You better shout out your OnlyFans page. Shout out your OnlyFans.
Oh, look. What about the pandemic when you needed something from outside?
Oh, I have something from outside.
Try shoveling your snow during this. I'm like, dang, why am I single right now?
I got neighbors. Look, I got neighbors. The neighbor came. Yo, I was out there shoveling my car out the snow, sitting in the snow, trying to dig out my tires. And my neighbor.
I bet you wish you had a man then.
Guess what? I got a neighbor with a snowblower because that nigga came right over. I popped up. I heard that shit. I said, "Whoop, excuse me, neighbor. Hey, how you doing?" Like, can you come help a sister? Here's those $10. Like, get over here. Come over when you're done. Like, I will get it done. Trust me. I don't get it done. I will get it done. I get what I need. I'm very self-efficient, but I'm self-efficient because every time I've given somebody else the opportunity to help me and be with me, they always lie and play me. So I don't want anything but that. So I keep people very far from me. Like, I'm good by myself. Like, I don't need.
So you're prepared to get that cat life, be the lady alone.
Cat life? I don't need cats. I like snakes.
You say you like cats.
I said I like cats, but I don't need cats. I like snakes. I'll get snakes over cats.
All right, so you'll be the snake lady.
Hell yeah.
You know those people that walk around Times Square with the snakes. So you're comfortable at 28 years old being alone.
I have a kid.
Oh, that was my next question.
Like, I got a kid. Like, that's enough love. She shows me more love than anybody in the fucking planet.
But isn't your daughter
I love her so much.
isn't your daughter supposed to get married and then leave the nest?
If she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to. If she wants to, that'd be nice. If
I
that's
used to
what
say
she
I
wants,
wanted to be the
that'd be
rich
nice.
You're not gonna promote her finding a husband?
Am I gonna promote it? I'm not going to fully push it. No, I wouldn't, because I want her to make her own choices. I'm not gonna condemn it and be like it's something bad, but I'm gonna tell her, marriage is something nice. I'm gonna teach her about marriage and what that means. If that's the choice you want to make that choice. Don't let nobody pressure you into that. My parents used to pressure us to me that I gotta be married. I need an Asian or Chinese baby daddy. I already got an American baby daddy. The worst one out of all of them is my mother.
What kind of an American? What kind of an American? ADOS?
I got a black American.
A black American. He's ADOS, American descendant of slaves.
Yeah,
And you're saying that this was the worst one?
Yeah, to my mother.
Oh, to your mom,
My mother does not like
yeah.
Americans.
But you have to give the backstory of why your mother thinks.
Yes, because she came here in the 80s and she was here during the blackout.
She's
and
a
the crack
Caribbean
pandemic, and she's a Caribbean. So to her, black Americans is like, what the fuck? And I don't think
so. If he's not in a suit and tie and is making 7, 8
if he's not Chinese or Indian with nice hair, he can't have nice hair babies. Okay?
Exactly.
My mother used to tell me, make sure you get with a Chinese and India, say I have nice hair, picking them, say I pass on a nice hair. Guess what? My daughter got nice hair and she's fine. And I did not have her with the Chinese or an Indian. And guess what? I'm not married, and it's not the problem. Listen, out of all my parents' kids, I'm doing the best. And I'm not married. My sister got a boyfriend. And it's crazy because I'm single.
That's because we don't like nobody helping us.
It's because every time
That's
I
why we
give somebody,
stubborn.
you know what it is? Every time I give somebody and I open that trust for a man
They
to show
screw
me
us
that he can
over.
handle taking care of me the way I take care of me, they let me down. Like, I don't have expectations for you. I don't expect shit from you. Be yourself. I'll make the choice of who you are. Like, be yourself.
Sure your
Don't
mother
be
is
fake.
still
Don't be none of
that
that. Because if
too.
you're fake, I ain't gonna like you. I'm gonna see right through it. And you ain't even gonna get cross paths with me. Like, we not, get away from me.
That's why all my exes still
Let,
love me.
let me ask this.
A lot of my exes still hit me the fuck up.
Still love me.
Yo, you remember the other day when I seen Joelle? I ain't seen a lot of people that haven't seen me in years. They always remember my face. I'm somebody to remember. I'm not.
You think?
That's one thing.
But here's the thing though.
You remember my face.
You've come to terms with that. You're gonna be this person that's not gonna have a husband.
That might not have a husband, and I don't find
She's
anything
gonna have
wrong
a
with
million
it.
cats.
If I do end up
Because
finding somebody that's
It's gonna be the love thing we talked about earlier.
Hmm?
It's gonna be what we talked when I said marriage isn't about love, it's about
I
business.
feel like if you love me, you're gonna respect my wishes. For example, right now, I was like recently I've been talking to this guy, right? I came out of a bad situation. I took some time to myself. I decided to get back in the game. Now I'm expressing this to you, and I told the person that I do not like the term crazy. Don't call me crazy. I don't like that term.
Mine is bug out. Don't call me a bug out.
I don't like crazy. And he continuously.
I will bug out.
And then every time we would have a disagreement and I didn't agree with him, he would take that term crazy
Yes.
and use it on me, and it would make me mad. Now to me, that is disrespectful. That means to me, how are you trying to be my boyfriend and you can't even respect me? You don't love me. Get the fuck out of here. Like, to me, love is respect, consideration, being kind, because I'm like, you don't like certain things and you mention one thing you ain't like, and guess what? From the day you mentioned it, I ain't never bring it up again or do it again. Because I respect you enough. Because I respect you. Like, I want to be with you.
But you can't expect everybody to be the way
you
that you are.
can't expect everybody to be the way that I am. And guess what? That's why I don't support everybody. Fuck.
That's why you a cat lady. No,
Well,
snake lady.
a snake lady.
I'm a snake lady. Listen, I don't make myself mad. Shit, I don't disappoint myself. What I want, I get. What I want to do, I do. I don't need to wait on nobody. I ain't trying to wait on you. I don't want to hear. I don't want to. Guess what? If you don't want to, I'm still going. Like I don't. Oh, well, now you want to be mad at me because I'm still going. The fuck, you gotta better get the fuck on with that shit. Go cry in the fucking court. I don't cry in the court. I don't know. Like I think that people are people, and everybody has their own personalities, and it's okay to be who you are. And I like that we're noticing that more in society.
That's authenticity.
Like, it's about, life is not about living for other people. Life is not about making people happy. When I was younger, that's the type of person I was. I was a people pleaser. I wanted to please everybody because childhood traumas and certain past experiences kind of negotiate due to, it's a learned trait and it's a learned behavior. But guess what? As I got older, I had to learn everybody don't fucking like you. And it's okay not to like every fucking body. It's okay that they don't like you. Actually, like, you don't gotta beat yourself up if they don't like you. What? I used to be an ass motherfucking kisser, pleasing everybody. And guess what? All the motherfuckers that I did and went over and beyond the moon for, you think they would blink an eyelash if I needed help or bat an eyelash? Guess what? No, the fuck they did not. So, fuck it.
I have a question. Therapy. Do you, are you involved in it at all? Because this sounds like you're putting your trauma on everyone that you're gonna meet.
I told her the same thing. Yes.
That's not true.
Can I?
You just explained your situation and then you said everybody is like that. So it's like
Everybody I met is like that, but I'm not giving. What I don't do is I don't put up expectations for people. So if you are something that I like, I let you be yourself, and I appreciate that. I can appreciate people. I appreciate
Let me ask a question. When your parents told you who they wanted you to be with and who they wanted you to see, and they wanted you to be married, why didn't you listen to your parents?
Why didn't I listen? Because I'm my own person. You can't tell me what to do.
They're your parents,
I
though.
don't care if they're my parents. They could have been Jesus. Don't tell me what to do.
So you have a problem.
I would tell my mother that. I really had to tell my mother that. I got to
and
argue
her
with my
mom was
mother.
trying to tell her something. And she
At what
really,
age?
This is exactly how she is.
I got to argue with my mother, and I had to look at her and tell her, I don't care. It's
No, this was like
Jesus.
2
You're
weeks
not
ago.
Listen,
And what
y'all
was she
don't-
trying to tell you to do?
Huh?
What was she trying to tell you to do?
Close my curtains in my fucking room. Bitch, I pay rent. Get the fuck out of my face. Yo, get out my room. Like, go that way. Close the door. Because you ain't about to tell me what to do in my room.
Look at that.
And then you know what happened?
Listen, I don't listen, but I'm not that
And you
bad.
know what's crazy? Usually my mother would argue with me. She would try to define me and try to face me down and go head first. I'm not a person to back down. When I say something, I mean it. I
That's
stand
the line
behind
in
what
us.
the fuck I
But
said.
that mama
If
loves
I
her.
said
She's still
I'm not
baby.
doing it, I ain't doing it. I'm like, I don't know what. Do I gotta tell you 3 times? I don't like to repeat myself either.
Let me ask this
I'm
question.
gonna pray for your
So,
future.
ahead.
so instead of her arguing me down here, this is the change. Because you remember last week I told you about the wall.
Yes.
This is the change. The change was instead of her, I looked at her and instead of yelling like I usually do and being erratic, I said, stop asking me about the curtains. It's my curtains in my room. It's gonna stay like that. You're gonna keep asking the question. It's not gonna change anything. I'm not gonna close the curtains. And guess what? It's gonna make an argument and you ain't gonna like it. And you gonna end up crying. So can you just leave me alone for like 2 seconds? And then she turned around and left and I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, mommy learned. Finally.
Not that she learned, but mommy learned.
Is this mommy's house that
Yes,
you're teaching
that
your
I
mom?
pay rent to. I pay rent. I work hard. I have a daughter. I take care of my daughter.
Could you leave and pay rent on your
Yeah, I
own?
have.
I'm saying, could you now
Yes.
say,
I could.
you know what, Mom, I'm out of here?
Yeah, I
Cause
could, but who wants to go out there and pay rent during a pandemic and struggle?
Girl, you better not leave.
no, I'm not saying.
I'm regretting it right now.
I'm just saying that because, you know, people might say or think, like, wait a minute, we have a young woman here that's having this argument about the curtains, which I do know is petty.
I pay for those
I
curtains.
understand.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I do.
I pay for the color of the room on the walls. I pay for all of that, the furniture, everything.
You're missing
But
the
it's
point.
still her home, though, right?
It's still her home, and I pay half the damn rent.
I
I
see.
pay more than everything. I pay part of the heat bill. When the heat bill comes, I gotta look at the bill and put my portion in too. Every bill that comes into that house, I put a portion in on. because I live there, and those are my parents. I'm gonna fucking help them. If I'm living here with my daughter and you guys are helping me, of course I'm gonna help you. But do not think that because you guys are my parents, you don't have to respect me as an adult. I'm an adult. Respect my wishes. I don't have to be nasty to you. I don't have to be nasty to you, but there's boundaries. Like, you gotta chill. Like, I had to tell my mother, I said, yo, I turned around and I told her, I said, people outside do not treat me and talk to me the way you do. You know why? Because they would never try me like that, because I would have been punching them in their mouth. Don't, like,
So you challenge your mother that if she wasn't your mother, you would knock her out.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's snakes that you like. You like snakes.
My mother had to call the police on me because we almost fought. I didn't want to hit her. Like, I didn't want to hit the lady, but she couldn't.
You're gonna snakes are gonna be in your life a long time, because let me tell you, this is what's the word I'm gonna use? Yeah, baby, help me.
I'm speechless.
Right, we just said.
Why are you speechless?
Because you never met anybody that's so.
Actually,
so real.
I would argue that I've met way too many people just like you.
I didn't say just like you. I said real. There's a difference. I know
Real.
who I am. I know who I
Real.
am.
But he never said it wasn't
No,
real. He
not
just
real,
said
but he
that
said
Real
people like
people.
it.
Like, when I say real,
That we think
we're
we're
not
more
real.
unique than we are.
no,
We're not
I'm
real.
not new.
And I think it's furthermore proof how I say, we say race is a con, you know. People are people, white, black.
Like, it don't matter what color you are. You're an individual. It's what you like. It's like, when you know what I say?
No, I mean, it's just common though. What I'm saying is that we think that we're going through this world and this life, having these experiences. Love, there are hundreds, thousands of young women your age having that same exact conversation with their mother.
And they're all gonna handle it the way they want to.
Well, there's variables. There's going to be a lot that's going to end up like you, and there's going to be others that get violent. There's going to be others.
A lot of people, I think, when they hear the story, they would think like, oh, so y'all don't talk anymore, or she must not like you anymore. Y'all must have a struggling relationship. And you know what it did? You know what I realized over time? My mother, after that argument where I told her about the curtains and she turned around and walked away, and we still had a conversation later on, and went to lunch the next day, and I bought lunch for her, and we had a good old time. It brought us closer as mother and daughter, because now you're getting to understand who your child is, and you can stop disrespecting me, so we can actually sit down
and you can stop
respect each other.
disrespecting me.
I shouldn't have to yell at you.
Wow, it was
You
her
don't
that
understand
disrespect you
Yes.
by saying to close those curtains.
Not
You're gonna
close
mess up the
curtains,
wood
not-
on the
not
wood, the
curtains.
wood or
fact
something.
that
The sun is
usually-
gonna
no.
mess the wood up or
Usually,
something.
my mother, when she has a point, she's an Aries. My mother, when she has a point, she is going to
She's
stand
stern.
behind her point, but she doesn't know how to humble herself if she's wrong. Like, if she's wrong, she's
But
gonna
that's
still
any
attack you,
parent.
and then
That's
she's
any
gonna
parent.
undermine and get
That's
nasty.
any
What?
parent.
My dad told my mother that she didn't like. No, my dad said he didn't like the fucking picture that she bought to put on the freaking living room wall, and she turned around. I come in the house from work, tired as hell, hearing my mother in my face. Asha, come here. I'm like, what, lady? Like, damn, I just got home from work. Like, here you go. I knew it was something with her voice, so high pitched and shit. So my sister's downstairs, my dad's in the living room. She's like, what you think about this picture in the living room? And I'm like, it looks nice. It did look nice. It was a nice picture. I thought it was nice. And then she's like, well, your father don't like it. I said, well, it's okay for him not to like it. Daddy, what you don't like about it? He said, I just don't like the way the vase and the color. He had a reason he didn't like it. You know what my mother said in the response to him not liking it? Oh, you must be gay because all men like fashion and this and that. Yo, I turned around and had to scream on her, like, yo, don't ever in your life just for my father. My mother, she's...
You think that you and your mother have deeper problems?
No,
Because
son,
you don't act
me and
like
my
that with
mother
your
are
dad.
so much friggin' alike
So
that she can't stand
your
it.
father needed you to come to his
He
defense?
didn't need me, but he's not going to curse my mother out. He doesn't curse. My dad doesn't drink. He doesn't curse. He doesn't smoke. My mother, she is
You
a
making me
narcissist.
Doesn't drink, doesn't curse, doesn't
And he's
smoke.
a teacher, and he's going to school right now he got his master's of science, and he's going to school right now to become a teacher for disabled kids while he's teaching high school students right now.
Okay. We're moving in a lot of directions.
No, because you was talking to my dad. You're like, well, your dad doesn't have the power. My dad
because
does.
this is the
My
man
dad's
that you
military.
didn't listen to, who wanted you to be married with a certain type of man. And I'm curious as to still, why did you go with the man they told you not to be with?
Because we hard-headed.
Why would you do that to your parents?
Why did I do it to my parents?
Didn't they
I love my
provide
baby
you
daddy.
with a home?
That don't matter. I love my baby daddy. I could choose who I want. That does not matter. You cannot
You didn't
decide
say
for
to
me.
yourself, my
No.
mother doesn't want me with this type of man.
You know what? Parents are usually right.
You're like, what?
Every that my mother told me not
that
to
doesn't
be
come
with,
into my
she was right
vocabulary.
about it.
Listen, it's from the day I was able to start working and paying bills and have a job, I was doing that. My parents, they provided the bare minimums for us. You know what my parents provided?
The money changed you. Money changed you. Once you independency changed you. And that independency is gonna land you with
I
those
still need my
snakes.
mama.
Why should I be a problem that I want to be with my snake? I actually want my snake over a neck. Listen. To me, having a man is standard. It's fine. It's something to do. I get bored real easily. Like, I'll talk to you because it's fun. Just because I want to entertain you and lead you to fuck on until I get bored and be like, ooh, I cut right off. I
But
would
you
even
keep
tell you
going
that
back to the toxic
How long
man.
do you think you can do that for?
until I feel like I'm done. It's what I
Well,
feel.
there
It's
will
not-
be a time.
It's not. I don't live my life on other people's agendas. I
No,
don't
no,
live
no,
my
no.
life on other
There is a
people's
time
thoughts, on other people's bases.
where-
I don't.
where a
I don't.
man will
I
allow-
used to, and then that didn't work out for me. So guess what?
There will
I
be a
used to look
time,
fine,
love.
sad
You're
because motherfuckers
27,
didn't appreciate
right?
what I did.
Gonna be 28.
I'm 28, turning 29, correct.
You couldn't do it at 35.
Couldn't do what at 35?
Talk to a man and use him until you're tired of him.
Listen, I didn't say I was going to use anybody.
Well, utilize. Utilize him. Yeah, utilize me, utilizing
People used to
the.
use me when I was growing up for everything. I don't use people. I
No,
treat other
so
people
my
how
thing
they
is,
like to be treated, but
no, I know, but what you said was interesting. You're saying now you're backpedaling a little
You need to
bit.
come sit in on
And I
this
know you said you're very real and you stand 10 toes down.
Because
So-
you've been married and you've been in a relationship. Come on, tune in.
I was going to ask the
Wait.
question. I want to hear it.
No, it's
I like
it's
to know
it's.
other people's aspects.
The question is, I'm a little distracted from that, but my point to you is, you're in a home. You was provided a home by loving parents,
I love my
and you defied these parents to then defend love for someone who you are talking bad about. Your child's father. You're talking bad in the beginning.
I wasn't talking bad about him.
You
I was
was-
talking about my ex. That's my ex.
Oh, your ex. Okay.
My ex and my child's
So,
father.
are you gonna get married to the child's father?
No, probably not. I don't know.
Is it?
He has a
Is because he
I like his
controls?
girlfriend. Dawn's such a cutie. She's such a sweetheart.
She's a sister wife.
Us.
So were you guys together?
Who?
You and your baby daddy?
Were we together, like dating?
Like a relationship?
Somewhat. We had a bond. We had a really deep bond.
You gotta
was
explain
like-
it for
No,
them.
I don't
It's a
explain that.
relationship. Is it a relationship? It's
No,
a-
but you know it's funny. They would understand.
But he's
They would
recording me.
understand. Oh, right.
I could turn it away.
No, I don't.
It's the content.
It's the
of what
content
you
of
said.
my relationship with my baby daddy that I don't discuss with anybody. But
Okay,
I have a
but-
lot of love for my baby daddy. We've known each other over 8+ years, so we're really.
He's the man that had you defy your parents.
He didn't
Yes.
have me defy my parents. I chose to defy my parents.
You chose to defy your
I
parents.
met him by chance, and then the next day we were together every single day for 5 years straight until we had a baby, and then I.
Wait a minute, but that's a relationship. Why?
That's
You
what I said. We did have a relationship.
you said we had a close
Was
bond.
it really?
She said we had a close bond.
I can't.
Oh, no, I get it.
explain
I get it.
too hard.
I don't want. Now I don't want to know. Now I don't want to know.
Sorry, that's another guy. That's
Respectfully.
We need some liquor for that.
Respectfully, yeah.
We need some liquor
Yeah.
for it. But it's crazy because we still have a very close bond.
Of course you do. Why would he leave you?
You know,
Why would he leave you?
Why would he leave me? He
Why?
has a girlfriend.
And can he still have you if he wanted you?
No, you know what I mean?
I thought you was Miss Real.
I am real. That don't mean I'm gonna fuck you because you want me. The fuck? You're my baby daddy.
You know, having you is really
I don't
not.
like you like that no way.
Having sex with you is not necessarily having you.
No, it's not having
He
me.
still
That's a
has
part of
you.
me. No, that's a part of me. Having sex is a physical part.
No,
Yes,
forget
it
about
is.
sex. Forget sex is easy. Sex
It
is
easy,
nothing.
and that's why
Sex is nothing. A man can pull his stuff out and hit you
That's
real
why I
quick
say we
and
have
then
that's
go
why I
back
say
to
we
dinner.
have a bond. I have a respect for my baby daddy. I have love for my baby daddy. If he was to get hurt, I'd be sad. If he was to die, I'd be very hurt. I don't want my baby father to be taken out of his daughter's life at an early age or anything bad.
Whoa, you're going deep. We're not thinking that's going deep.
The love that I have, like that's the love that I have. I'm saying.
That doesn't sound like love. That sounds like somebody like a stranger. That sounds like somebody.
Oh,
If
you
I was
don't know
standing
me.
at a
You
bus
was stranger,
stop.
They won't even be a thought about you. I don't even think about strangers.
Yeah. If I was standing at a bus stop.
Yo, it's like my list of people that I care about is like this little. It's not even a list. It's like a little, and she's one of them. She can tell you, I be going for years. I be going for years, thank you. I be going for years, but if I'm not the type of person that holds animosity. I'm always the same person I am. You could meet me today and not see me for like 5 years, and then when y'all see me again, I don't tell someone, oh my God, you guys, hey, you, let's sit down and get some drinks.
Have you ever apologized to your mother and father for defying them? And
define them?
Yeah, by going against what they told you to do.
No, I did not. Why should I? Because I want.
What word would make you feel better than that word?
Nothing. Because if that's defiance, then I don't feel any type of wrong for that. Because it's what I wanted to do.
So you're saying that you didn't listen to your parents, and ended up a baby mama, and you cool with that?
First off, I didn't listen to my parents and a baby mama. First off, because if I would have dated a Chinese or fucked the Indian, I still could have been a baby mother. They
No. They wanted you to marry somebody.
That's the point. My mother always thought that certain races are better or certain things are better because of certain things. Oh, have a baby with a Chinese because they have nice hair. Have this with an Indian. If you don't know the statistics of how many Indian men abuse and beat up their wives and girlfriends, a lot of them don't have respect in their culture for women.
So you
my baby daddy is American. Guess what? That nigga has the utmost respect for me. That nigga love me to the ends of the earth. He loved me to the ends of the earth. Do we have sex with each other? No. Do we talk to each other? Yes, because we co-parent very well.
Of course,
Do we
I'm
go
sure.
places and have a good time? I invited my friend Dahlia here, for example, to a party with me, my baby daddy, his girlfriend, and the dude that I was talking to at the time. And she even said it like, what the fuck, y'all amazing. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, she was surprised. Like, what, this is weird because a lot of times, when you have a baby mother or you have a baby father situation in the Black community, a lot of people see it as they glorify the baby mother being bitter and trying to be angry with the baby daddy and still want, or she's jealous over the baby daddy and she's still trying to fuck him. A lot of people ask me like, so you don't fuck your baby daddy? And I'm like, no. And they be like, that's a lie. No, it's not. I don't fuck my baby daddy.
Okay, but it's not about, I keep saying this. I keep interrupting. It's not about sex. It's not about sex.
It's like, I'm speaking about every
A man can have a woman for 25, 35, 40 years without touching her. Always. Yeah, let me tell you, my mother on her deathbed was still in love with my father. No matter how bad she talked about him, no matter what she said to him, and she turned herself into a baby mama. So let me tell you something. It ain't about sex. Sex is easy.
It's not about being a baby mother.
Sex is nothing.
I didn't want to be a wife at 22 either. I had sex, and that was my mistake of having sex.
You didn't want to be a wife.
Your mistake.
My mistake.
No, your
was
result
having a
of
baby,
having.
nigga. My mistake was not protecting my fucking pussy with a condom and fucking having a baby.
Thank you for
But it wasn't really a mistake because I fucking love my situation with my baby daddy. It didn't turn out to be a mistake.
Yes, but it's also turned out to be a situation where you said that you're not gonna, if your daughter wants to get married, fine, if that's what she wanna do, but what example you're setting for her?
What example am I setting?
As far as relationships and husband and wife.
Relationships is, don't copy what you see. Because not everything that glitters is gold. And just because don't copy
what you see. Oh, yourself. You're talking about for her not to copy what she sees.
Don't copy what you see because not everything is for everybody. Just because it worked for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You shouldn't copy me. Be yourself. I'm gonna nurture my daughter to be herself. And the settings that I'm setting, the examples that I'm setting, relationship-wise, logically, I think that a lot of people that don't think like me who are freelance are gonna say you're not setting a good example because you don't have a straightforward relationship and showing that. But you know what? Between me and her father, my daughter knows what love is with a man and a woman because she sees her dad treat me with the utmost respect, even though he has a girlfriend. Guess what? The girlfriend is nice to her. And she respects both of us as adults, and she respects the whole circle. My daughter's only 6 years old, and if I'm asleep, she's picking up my phone and calling my baby daddy's girlfriend, having fun with her and talking to her and they have a great relationship with each other. No, me and my baby daddy don't have sex with each other. No, we still love each other. We have love for each other, but it's about maturity and respect. My daughter doesn't, she's not like, oh, my daddy's not around. Like, why is my daddy not around? She don't gotta ask why her daddy not around. He's always fucking around. He's always around. Calls her every morning, every day, before bed. We have a schedule.
But what she's gonna wanna know is what happened with mommy.
And when she's old enough to understand relationships, she's only 6. When she's old enough to understand relationships, then we have that conversation. But it's not there yet.
You gotta think about that.
Yeah, I
You gotta think about
I
that.
think about it every day. What kind of conversation and how am I gonna explain it to her that me and her father are not together, but we still know each other. And she has love all over the board. She sees love. She feels the love. It doesn't need to be explained. But when she has she has those questions, I will have to answer.
Here's the thing with questions and children having questions. A lot of children believe that they can figure it out because of the example you set.
Exactly. My son is 8 and he can tell you.
Yeah.
He can answer them questions for you.
Yeah. It's like he believes that they can solve these things and they know, because what children have is what's called inner knowing. We as adults, we lose our inner knowing through the internet and through these tablets. I was in the elevator with a kid the other day, and I said hello to him. He started hiding behind his mother. He was like, he couldn't, like,
No social skills.
yeah, he didn't know that this was cool. He needed to maybe be explained. This is a safe place. Everything is fine. Whatever. I don't know the technical part, but I know that the only way children are going to respond is by example.
By example, of course.
But
like
I go back to mom and
it's
dad.
also about how we speak to them. You see me, a lot of, when I was younger and my parents would give me beatings, I would get beat for being a kid and doing things that kids did. And it wouldn't be a conversation, it would be an angry, upsetting situation, and I used to take it internally and internalize the pain, because that's what kids do, they internalize the pain. Now with my daughter,
Of course, yeah.
I don't like to beat her, but when I do give her beating, I not only ask her beforehand why she don't get the beating. If you could tell me why you about to get this beating and you know you could explain to me exactly what you did wrong, turn around and stand up and take it like a champ, because you earned it. You knew what you did wrong. But also after the beating, come here, I love you. Let me tell you, just because I did the beating and I discipline you does not mean that I don't love you. Because guess what? The one time that I first gave her a beating and I didn't explain myself and explain to her what she did wrong and have her understand, she came at me with, "Mommy, you don't love me because you gave me a beating." I was like, I felt ashamed as a parent, because I'm like, that's what you think because I gave you a beating?
Well,
Oh
she
my
said
God, and it's crazy because she's that young. But
How old was she when she said that?
She was around 4. She was around 4 years old. I never had the balls as a kid to tell my parents that I felt some type of way after giving me a beating.
Well, you've gotten over that problem. You've gotten over that problem. You say what you want to say to your parents. Yeah, she's.
It's like, and then
That's not a problem anymore.
What I'm not gonna do with my daughter is I don't want to make my daughter a resemblance of myself. I want my daughter to be who she wants to be. If she wants to be gay, then be gay. If
Whoa.
she wants to change her pink, then be
Whoa.
yourself. Yo,
Are you saying these words to her?
No.
Or are you just saying now to us? Okay.
I'm like, dang, that's a little early.
You want to get something funny? Look. My baby daddy bought her a Christmas gift that she really wanted. You know what the Christmas gift was? The friggin' PJ Masks little powerhouse thingy, right?
Yes.
Right in front of my daughter when it came, because it came in a big old box. And we all in the kitchen, she's opening her gift. She's so excited. She was so happy that her dad bought her this toy. You know what my mother gonna go and say right in front of the little girl? Oh, that's for boys. Why he go buy her boy toys and this and that? And then Destiny was like, but mommy, why he? And she was so distraught because of that boy toy thing. She didn't even want to play with the damn toy. And I was so upset with my mother. Like, who cares if this boy's with a friggin' box? It's a friggin' toy. I don't care. My daughter want to play with fucking trucks. If she want to play with trucks this way, she gonna play with motherfucking trucks. And I'm gonna encourage it. Whatever the fuck she want to do, I'm gonna encourage it.
Who bought her the boy
So
toys?
you're telling me if your daughter wanted to live a polyamorous lifestyle, you would be okay with that?
If my daughter wanted to live a polyamorous lifestyle as an adult and was mature enough to want to do what she wants to do, guess what? Talk about it with me, and we can have that conversation. And I'm gonna find out as much information.
Wait a minute. You would want her to just have a conversation. You would want your daughter to have a conversation with you about a polyamorous relationship and check on her mom and how she feels after what you did to your mother and father, and then check on them.
I'm my own person. You can't take what I did and put it on my child. Like, no.
No.
You don't know.
Listen to what the point I'm trying to make.
That's how life is. Sad to say.
Listen to the point I'm trying to make.
Make trickle down to our kids.
Exactly.
No matter how you
My
want
mother
to
was
spin
the
it.
pride and joy of our family, and she was my grandmother's favorite daughter. She was the favorite child. She was the favorite. She was the nicest. She still kissed my grandmother's butt. She still kissed her butt. And guess what? You ended up being a good kid, and you had a daughter that's like me.
Don't you think that your mother and father had the same conversation, and they said that when she, they're gonna, you can come talk to me, and you can be anything you want to be?
My mother can't talk to her about anything. Yo, listen.
Never?
The therapist came to school, and I had a therapist when I was in middle school, and I was having
Me
a
too.
lot of emotional problems in middle school. And I confided in the therapist.
Yeah.
I confided in the therapist. And when the therapist reached out to my mother and told my mother that there was a problem, you know what my mother did? My mother came to the fucking school and cursed him something ugly from the hallway in front of everybody. You know what I felt? Anger towards my mother. Why? Because I loved him and I respected him and I appreciated the fact that we had a connection. And you came here and embarrassed me.
But this
and
is
disrespected me.
some kid that you
No,
told us?
no, my Mr. Caldwell, the middle school therapist at Chestnut Ridge Middle School. My mother came and cursed him out terrible. You know what I learned that day?
Tell me.
I'm that lady. She don't know you. You can't talk to her. You can't talk to her. That was her own passion.
How old were you?
I don't think it's personally her. I think it's that they're the, no.
My mother,
Eighth grade, that's 12 years old.
My mother is so afraid
that-
my mother is so afraid that another one of her kids can have mental problems and her sister that she wouldn't even recognize it if I needed help. And that's exactly what she told me.
Can I say something to you?
I think it's a Caribbean
And I would
thing,
never
like
let
the
that
older
happen.
fashioned
My
parents
parents
that
don't even
used
kiss. I don't
to,
hear my parents
they
tell them they
didn't
love
have
each
that.
other.
They
They
didn't
don't
have
bond. They
that.
don't kiss. I've never been comfortable with PDA because I've never seen it in my household. So,
Oh.
but I do like it. I love it.
Let me
She
see
is
that.
very PDA.
I am very
Look,
PDA.
no, I get that, but my point is that you didn't see it in your household, right? But here's the thing.
It didn't mold me.
You said I need to take notes talking to you. Somebody write this down real quick. You said something really interesting.
That I felt like I don't have a close connection to.
Oh yes. Do you know that when in the 8th grade, your daughter is gonna be that age in a few years?
And guess what?
And do you just imagine this? You were 12 years old when you realized that you cannot talk to your parents. 12. Your daughter is 6. And 6 more years. Do you think that she is capable of manifesting the brain power at 12 years old to make a decision like that about her parents?
To know that she could come talk to me about anything?
No, you made a decision that day you couldn't talk to your mother.
Yeah, I made that decision.
Yes,
I
at
don't know her brain,
12.
But I don't know her brain.
At
I don't know what she's
12.
gonna do. All
Just
I know
a-
is if my daughter is
No. My point is hello, you were wrong because you were a child, and that child's mind had no damn right making no decision like that about her
Guess
mama.
what? God made it clear that I could make a damn decision with my mind at 12, and my mind made the decision. So if you chose, like I chose to make a decision to choose not to have your daughter's back, that's not my problem. That's your choice.
I don't think
No,
not to have
that's
it.
not what I'm saying. That's what I'm
You
saying.
made your bed. You made your bed.
There was a man that tried to talk to your mother about you and some stuff,
That
right?
was personal to me, and I tried to speak to you, you didn't want to hear me. He's trying to reach out to you, and then you did what you did. You came and you embarrassed him. I held that man in a high regard. But for you to do what you did,
that you say, you're basically saying that you have more respect for the God than you did for your mother.
because my mother never loved on me. She never fucking was like, I love you, Ashley.
My mother's not like that either.
She still is not like that, correct?
She's
She's
more
still.
like that now.
Oh, now she's like
What?
that.
My mother tells me she loves me every fucking day.
And what changed that? What changed that?
What changed that? Me asserting who I am as a person to her and her respecting that and learning to learn that. She realizes as an adult, I don't really know my daughter. I look at you and I don't really understand who you are. I don't know nothing about you. I don't even know what you like. At 28, I just learned my mother likes insects. She likes beetles. I never knew that. I never knew my mother had a thing for
But
beetles.
is that
And we sat
because your
there on
mother
the
didn't
phone.
tell you? Was that because you didn't take the time to know that?
It's because we never had that type of connection. We never
like
sat
that,
down and was
yeah.
like, baby, I love you. Come home with your day. You know, when Destiny comes home from school, the first thing I say to her is, hey, baby, how's your day? Would
But you
like to
can't
see how
expect
feel?"
you to be
That's what I'm
somebody else.
saying. It's different experiences. That's why you can't say my daughter is gonna give me the hell that I gave my mother, because I'm not like my mother. My mother got hell from me because of the way she handles situations with me when I needed her. I'm going to be there when my daughter needs me.
Right, but the same way
regardless.
that we don't know what we're doing, you don't think that they didn't know what they was doing at the time? And
No,
neither.
there's
There's shit that
choices.
our
Life
parents
is
do
all
that
about
don't.
choices. It's not about what you're gonna do. It's about the past, what you did,
But
and what you do in the
who's
moment.
to say that what you're doing right now that your daughter's not gonna do?
I don't
what
know
you're
that,
telling
but I'm
her?
gonna try my best not to have a disconnection with my child. That's the best I can do.
You can have the strongest connection with
And
your
she
child.
could resent me
still-
for having a
she's
strong
still the
connection.
same
Guess
way.
what? If she resents me
still
for
the
having a
same
strong
way.
connection, that is life. I cannot control that.
You actually can control
No, you
it.
cannot. 'Cause if
I got an
you
idea.
cannot.
Maybe you hook
If
up
you
with
can
the
control
girlfriend
everything,
and the
you
baby
got it.
father, and y'all create a family.
Are you
Wait,
putting
what?
it over?
You hook up
Are
with
you
the
paying
girlfriend and the baby father, and y'all will create a family.
No, I like her a lot, and I respect her a lot. And I like the fact that
You respect this
You know what?
woman
Since
so
my baby
much
daddy
so.
started dating this girl, you know what I noticed? I noticed a lot of different things about him. She has elevated him in ways that I felt like I never was able to reach out to him, and I appreciate it because you made him a better father. She did. I'm not gonna lie, she did because she has her own kids, and she humbles him to the point where he knows how to deal with having a daughter and a little girl. Because he's a street nigga, you know, he's rough. He doesn't have any other kids. And me and him trying to go back and back being new parents at our age, it was like, we have a big age gap between us. He's older than me. So he was always like, I'm the boss, I know everything, but I'm a little bit more mature than him. So I'm the boss now as my kid. I'm telling you what to do. You don't want to go along with it. I'm the father, I know what I'm talking about. She comes and she's like, you gotta look at it from a woman's perspective. It's not about you being bad. And she, like, we've gotten into arguments and she's had to talk to him and talk to me and calm us both down to the point where I'm like, sorry, Kevin.
Who's having to calm you down?
His girlfriend.
His new
Like, when we
His
have
new
arguments, because
girlfriend.
me and my
You're giving this girl way too much props. Can I just tell you that?
No, I'm
She's
not.
a girlfriend. She's not a wife.
You know what's
She's
wrong?
not a wife.
No, you know what's, I wish she will be. I told him he need to marry her. That's what I told him. I said, I'll go with you to the fucking ring, marry the bitch. And I don't know which way for marry her. Keep her around because I love her. Keep her around. I like her. She's a good addition to the family. She is a good woman. She's financially. She helps him out financially because she knows finance. My baby daddy sucks with fucking money. I can't tell him what to do because he thinks I'm trying to tell him what the fuck to do. So guess what? He listens to her. Don't listen. Tell him that when he gets money, listen, you do this and it works. It works. It benefits everybody.
Yeah, but is that a benefit to you or is that a benefit to the
It's a benefit.
situation?
It's a benefit to the situation because everybody's happy. I will never try to put downplay or.
It sounds to me that because she's not a bitch, you like her.
It's not because she's not.
She's
you
a
know
nice
why?
girl.
No, you know why I
She's
like her?
cool.
You know why I like her? I'm gonna tell you why I like her, and I'll tell everybody this. No lie. The reason I like this woman, and I even acknowledge her in the presence of being in the situation, is because my child liked her before I even knew who she was.
Oh boy.
My baby daddy, he you know, he like girls. You know, he got different girls around, girlfriend here and there. And I used to always say to him, like, you can't just have our child down there with any and everybody. Like, I know you like company, you like different girls. That's what you do. But you can't expect for me to allow you to take my daughter from up here to the city, and you are not stable in a stable relationship with somebody that I can feel my daughter is safe with. Guess what? The minute he found that, my daughter came home one day and was screaming talking about this girl named Dawn. I'm like, what the fuck? My daughter like her more than, like, I'm like, yo.
And you were cool with that.
Why my daughter like this woman so much? I gotta meet this woman. And guess what? She had heart surgery. Matter of fact, she got a new heart. Thank you, Rusty.
Wait. This is moving in different directions. We're getting into her like personal life. No. Let's not go into that. Let's not go. Let me just go back to this point that I've been harping on.
Boy, you just I big her up too much. I really feel like if you have somebody that is
No.
dating your baby father or somebody that is gonna
No,
be your child's
I
life,
think
you
honestly
need to
that
have
thought,
some sort of
this stuff that you're saying to me, you need to talk to somebody. Because this right here is not healthy.
It's not healthy.
It's not
for you.
healthy for you to have this much joy for the child's father to be with some other woman.
Why not? I don't want that with him.
No, that's not normal. you don't want it with him?
No,
You don't.
I
You so you
we
saying?
tried, it didn't work, and I don't.
What
go
you
back
mean
to
you
things that
tried?
didn't work. We tried. We tried to be a family. We lived together. We did the family thing. It didn't work out.
That's why the
He didn't-
therapy will help
No,
you work it out.
therapy is not. I don't want to have sex with him. I'm not attracted to sex anymore. I'm over it.
It's not about sex. It's about the
Well,
daughter.
I don't want to have sex with you to be with you. If I don't want to have sex with you, I'm with you. I don't have sex with people because I think they're cute. I have sex with people.
No, I
because
said it's not
like them.
about it. I'm not saying it's not
I can't have sex
happening.
with you. We can't have a relationship at all.
Okay.
That's just me. Like,
No, I get it. How's that been working out for you?
It's not working out fine. My sex life is good.
Oh, the sex life is.
With who I want, and I love it. I enjoy it. Every time I have sex, I enjoy it. You know why? Because I make the choice to open up myself to somebody that I feel is appreciative of that, and I enjoy the moment. Even if we're not together, I enjoy the moment. I don't have sex with whoever or whatever because they give me something more scare or something enticing. No, you know what draws me to have sex with somebody? Me having a connection where I feel like I want to be sensual. I want to be touchable. I don't even.
Oh,
kiss
he was?
people.
I didn't know that. That's
I
why
dated
why
my
he
baby
was saying
daddy we were together for about 8 years plus, and I never ever kissed that man on the lips. Never.
There's
Never.
something wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that.
That's
I don't
not
like
healthy.
kissing. I don't like kissing. I've only ever kissed one guy in my whole time. I don't kiss.
Yes, there's something disturbing
No,
about
a girl
that.
in high school got mono, and after that, I never liked kissing. Yo, I was like,
So you're saying someone
yo, son,
other than
she got
yourself.
mono, and it was over for that.
Someone other than yourself. So that means that when you're with somebody, you're not kissing them. That means you're having sex with people that you don't kiss.
I don't have to
So you're never gonna
First of
you're
all,
never
why do
gonna
y'all
get a
even start
husband.
off?
Like, I don't want
How do you start off?
Like, ew, that's nasty.
You just jump on it. There's no.
Yo, it grosses me out. I don't like mouths. I don't like mouths.
I see why you single now.
Like,
you don't kiss.
I don't kiss. I don't like to kiss. No, I don't.
So you don't like to kiss, but you have a man's penis in you.
A man's penis in me? Yeah, but I don't like kissing.
I'll kiss
What's
first.
wrong with
You're
kissing?
not about to mess up.
No, no, no.
Like,
We're
I
not
don't understand why
the
I like kissing so much. What is it about
no,
kissing?
no, no.
that
We're
y'all
not
like?
the
Please
strange
explain.
ones. We're not the strange
No, you're
ones
not
here.
strange. You guys are
You're
yourself.
the strange
I'm
one.
not strange. I'm
Maybe it's
myself.
happening.
No.
I'm strange because I have a different
You're strange.
opinion than you guys.
No.
That makes me strange?
Yes, it makes
How
you
does that make me
very far,
How did it
far,
even start
far
sexually?
in the
Like,
next.
when do you
Oh,
begin
conversation.
it? You start with conversation, then you
podcast.
get
No, I start a conversation, and then if I like conversation,
Yeah, something like that.
You know what I say?
Yeah.
Instead of kissing me, no, my thing is
the
I don't like
elements
kissing.
of life. Welcome
You know
to
what
our
my thing is? I
podcast.
don't like kissing. I entice a lot of foreplay. I like kissing on my neck. You can kiss me on my neck. I kiss you on your neck.
So there's rules. You won't. You. There's rules to. There's
I
rules.
personally don't kiss, and because I don't kiss, I find other ways to have foreplay before.
How's that working out for you?
It works very well.
Where's your husband?
Why do I need a husband?
Where's your man?
Significant
Oh,
other.
my man in fucking New Jersey. We just got home. We overworked.
You a man. You have a boyfriend.
Why ain't
You
he-
said you were single.
I have a lovely boyfriend. We just started dating.
You said you were single.
No, I did not say I was single.
You
I'd
said-
rather be
I listened
single.
very
I
well,
said
love.
I'd rather be single than be with somebody, but I'm not single. I just started dating this guy named T.
I'd rather be single than be with somebody.
I rather would, but I
But
like
you
him.
are with someone.
I like him, and he
40
likes me.
minutes later.
Yes, he likes me. I told you, I'm not trying to get
But
married
you're the
to
real
somebody.
one that stands 10 toes down on what they say.
Yes. Because if somebody likes me, why not give them a chance? I'm not
It
saying
takes
I
a
don't
lot
wanna
of
be with
work.
somebody.
It takes a lot of work to stand 10 toes down
But because
and
I'm
be
not,
real.
because I'm saying, okay, because I'm saying I don't want to be married does not mean that I'm not gonna find somebody I like. Now, if I do, like I said, if I find somebody I like and it works and that works for me, then I could see myself marrying that person. But if you're not what I'm selling for, then I'm not doing that. Like I
Take
have my
it-
choices.
when
I
you-
don't have to.
when you
That's
say
why
you
I
have your
might never- I
choices.
might never listen. Life is crazy. Life is unexplainable. I might never in a million, I might never in this whole lifetime before I die find somebody that I find that I want to marry and want to be married to.
There's a
And guess
problem,
what?
though.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Let me say
I
this.
don't. Once you stop
You said-
putting your people's expectations.
Hold
upon
on, love.
yourself,
Hold on,
you
love.
can't tell me about me.
Love. Let's have a conversation here.
A husband is not going to
Listen,
make me better.
you don't need-
It's not going to make me amazing. It's not going to change my life in some miraculous way. Besides being like either trapped in a situation with a husband and now having to go through a horrible divorce, or
Listen-
maybe it'll turn out lovely and we'll be married and have a great life. And that'll be
Listen,
fun.
listen to this, all right?
But it's not
You
like
said
necessity.
you said earlier that you would get married if you can find somebody, right?
that I want to be married to.
That you want to be married to.
Yes.
And that all the men that you've been, this is what you said when you were saying that you were single earlier. You had said that the relationships that you have, everyone you keep meeting ain't worth nothing, ain't shit, or something to that effect, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that the men that you want, that you say that if you can meet this person, they ain't looking for you. So all the men that you have available to you is because of the energy that you're bringing. Listen to me, love. You're bringing an energy where you're not kissing a man.
No.
You're bringing an energy where you're cursing out the people that brought you into the world.
I don't curse at them. I never curse.
You yelled.
I don't.
You had to
I
yell
my
at
mother,
them.
I had to be stern, and that was
I think you might have said you did curse mom out about
No,
that.
I don't curse.
Oh yes.
I don't ever. Yo, as mad as I get, I don't curse at my mother.
Okay. Remember we talked about 10 toes down and being real.
I don't curse at them.
Okay.
Curse words are fuck you, bitch, shit. I don't curse. I don't even use shit from my mother. I don't curse at my parents.
Okay. I understand that. What I'm saying to you is that these men that you want that will be worthy to have you, no, that's worthy. The worthy
But
men
you
for
said
marriage.
want, though.
Don't you want the worthy man? You don't want the loser. You want the man who's worthy of your love. You don't want anything? You're harping on these words like want. Yes, you do want. We all want. Everyone wants. You don't want?
Want is a material thing. You can't want a person.
That's not true, love. You
You
don't
can't want
understand the
the person,
word.
No, when I say
I don't think I
want, I'm
need
like,
everybody.
I don't need like.
All right,
want,
that's
I
not-
don't go after somebody like I want you so bad.
Let's not
I
harp
want
on
you.
that
Like,
want.
when I hear want, I'm like, Like,
Okay.
you ask
There's a
for,
difference
like,
between wanting and needing. Wanting is somebody that you desire. That's
Desire
you're interested in.
and-
Needing
yeah,
is
but-
just like, oh, I need him because
It's like, it's
I
not
can't
really,
stand on
that's
my
just,
2 feet.
it's not a want for me. I used to want that. I used to want the nice
So then
guy
what
and
do
a perfect
so
guy
what
and all this.
are
I
you
don't
interested in?
want that.
Yeah, but the problem I'm
Like,
saying
it's
to
not
you
a
is that
want for me.
that
If it
perfect
comes,
guy,
it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't give a fuck.
that perfect
Like, I really
guy,
don't give a fuck because you guys are trying to make sense of put me in a standard box. The standard box is I should want a man. I should want this and want that. I really
No,
don't
he didn't say you
want
had to want it. He was asking, what do you want?
So you're-
like,
okay.
what is the overall
The overall, what I want, you know what I want?
somebody
Out of-
listening
out
to
of-
me
okay,
over
okay.
here. You ain't
Overall,
just, you
what
ain't
I
just
want-
doing craft over here. You're over
No,
here,
homie.
you paying
When you
attention.
ask me what I want, do you mean in a relationship or life?
I almost
In
don't
general,
even know
what's the
anymore
end?
what I was saying. The question got totally cut in the middle of the
I think
question.
you were getting at
I want
like
out of
what
life.
is the end? Like you don't want marriage, you don't want a man.
I never
so
said I
what?
don't want. I said
You
I'm
want
okay with
the
not
snakes,
having.
but
I'm
it's
okay
like
with
Okay, I
not
think I know
having.
where I'm at now. I think I know where I'm at.
I'm okay with not
What I'm
having
saying
it, but
is,
it's not a necessity.
hold on, love. What
It's
I'm
not
saying
like,
is,
like, I gotta find a husband. Oh my God, I should get married before this. I gotta be married. If I'm not married, by the
No,
time
I gotta be married.
Like, no, I don't live.
I gotta give this good stuff to my husband before I can use it. No more.
yeah, because then what you have is called you. What you just said was interesting, is that your body count, if you're not careful, your body count goes up, and then there's this thing called peer bonding. When you're with a person that you want to bond with, kissing is important.
Yes.
Because then you're not going. Well, let me finish. Let me finish.
That's when the
Well,
souls.
the people that the people are, and how about let me? How about oral? Is oral sex?
Disgusting, but I was just gonna say that.
Is oral sex disgusting
You
too?
took the words out of my mouth.
Or are we putting it all the way to the back?
I'm saying like this. Let me tell you something. The other day, right? I went on a date with CJ. Let's not wait for me on a date, right? And he tried to kiss me. And before he could even reach his face over me, I straight mushed the shit out of his face. And you're bugging. Get the fuck out of here. Like, whoa. And he was like,
That's probably the last.
Did you get a second date out of
Right,
this?
that's what I was about to say.
and he was, you know what I like
her
about him? and why
boyfriend,
he's
her
still
boyfriend.
together? No,
Single,
listen,
but that's
listen.
a boyfriend. It's an entanglement.
It's an no,
He's married. He's basically married. I get it.
He had to get it together. He had to learn how to learn me because
He had to learn how to learn me.
And you know what I like? Instead of him getting mad, because usually guys will get offended by that. They don't want to talk to you. And guess what? You know what he said to me? He said, why'd you do that? And I said, because I'm uncomfortable because I don't like it. And he said, you know what? You don't got to kiss. What do you like?
That's
He
what a
asked me
man's
what I
supposed to
like.
say.
He asked me what I like.
You impressed with him trying to get to the next level?
Next level?
If this ain't what you like, tell me what you like.
And that's why.
I respect what he said. I would have bought him a
That's why we're
drink.
still together. Instead of being like, oh, you're weird or oh, that, oh, I don't like you no more because of that. What's wrong with you? He respected it.
Well, let me
I
just say
like
this
that.
to you.
If you can respect me, I can learn to
My
respect
point,
you.
let me
It's
get-
not, like I said, relationships and marriage should have.
Somebody
love.
turn her mic off real quick.
If TJ
Turn her
passes
mic off.
if TJ is everything
Like Star
that
from
I
the
don't
Star
have to think
Chamber
about
was saying.
without having to tell you, without having to be like, I wish he was like this, I wish he was like that. So far, he's done everything in my eyes that has kept me interested to want to keep going. And he has not backed down, and I haven't backed down either.
Okay.
I've been bored, but he has not made me bored.
Hold on for 1 second. Somebody turn her mic down real quick. All right?
Come on, mute.
Yeah, let's mute her. Let's mute her mic. So now, Dahlia, you see the problem is, right? You meet a girl, and she's having her time in the life where she's going through different men, right?
Right.
And what happens is that then you become unable to peer bond. When a man enters inside of a woman, there's a connection that happens.
Oh my gosh, I just had this
Are we talking about
conversation.
that
Yes,
soul ties
soul
or
ties.
sex
That is
ties
so
or
true.
something?
Let
It
me
is
tell you
true.
why. Let me tell you
I
why.
had
Let me
soul
tell you
ties
why.
for fucking bang. I wish I never did.
Exactly.
Nigga,
I
that
was
shit
just
didn't never
gonna get to
ended.
that.
I had a
Just
very
gonna
horrible
get to that.
relationship, and I swear
Wait,
to
hold
God,
up. Let Dahlia say what she was gonna say. Say what you're gonna say,
Wait,
love.
what was the question? What was the question? I was
The
just
peer
gonna say-
bonding with someone, unable to. If you up your count in men, you will be unable to peer bond.
I think.
Okay, so when you see the real hot, cute, sexy girl who's working behind that bar in the hottest clubs, doing bottle service, you see the hairstylist, you see these girls that are upping their body count. The problem is when a man is with you, he will never wife you because something doesn't happen. He might not be aware of it either. But when you get inside, you
You ever
feel
call
the
the phone?
difference.
If you use a phone, like all four of us call the same number at the same time, you're gonna get a busy dot zone. It's the same thing. You got all these people in your body that when you finally trying to get connected with a person,
It won't happen.
It won't happen.
Even it could just be great sex, but that's all it's gonna be.
But that's what it's
That's
gonna
all it's
be,
gonna be.
right.
They're never gonna try to take it to the next level.
Wait, I got a question. So is that like, could that be compared to my thinking about talking to men that have girlfriends or wives?
Well, the reason why you're talking to men with girlfriends or wives, they're approaching you.
No, let me talk.
All right. Well, you do.
You didn't let me finish the question.
I'm trying to do what you do.
Is
I'm trying to do what you do. Sorry.
Is it the same notion? Like when I say I don't like talking to men that have girlfriends or wives because I don't want that karma on me. I don't deal with guys that have girlfriends because I had a relationship and I got cheated on. I don't know. It hurt me. I would never bring that pain to somebody else. So if you got a girlfriend like Mexican,
How do we start talking about that?
I'm just asking.
Oh, okay. What's the question? Yeah, what's the
Is
question?
it the same? Is it compared to like having a swan? Like, is that compared to me like karma, or is it like
No,
I'm trying to ask.
No, a man can have multiple connections, right? That's why there's men that have more than one wife.
That's why that polygamy thing came into play.
Can a
Yes.
girl have more connections?
No.
Why not?
It's a
Because
sexist thing.
it's not a sexist thing, it's a biology thing. This is the way they get. It's not sexist. You've been, can I say this, single ladies? Single women that I'm talking to here? Check this out, single ladies. It's biological. It's the way the human body has been built. Women outnumber men and have never not outnumbered men. There's only 20% of the men are making all these babies. Most men are simps, going home alone and trying to pay somebody's OnlyFans to put them to sleep and wake them up in the morning. So let me tell you this, don't get tricked by this world that if it's good for a man, it's good for a woman, because it ain't the way the world is set up. The world is set up.
Who set the standards? Women or men?
Who set the standards? The media sets the standards. The media sets the standards. The media is lying to you. Cosmopolitan lied to you. Who owns media?
Who's behind everything? The gay men that run, they control everything. Gay men, right? They're like.
What are you talking about?
I'm asking. Like,
Are you
control
doubting
everything.
what I'm saying? Are you?
I'm not
What's your
doubting, I'm asking
counter?
a question.
No. What's your counter
I'm
argument?
asking. I said, who runs the media?
I don't want to answer that question because my point is media runs what you're thinking.
Us women is that you guys are above us in some weird ass way, and that's the way shit should be. And I don't think so.
Men are above. You don't think men are above women?
Why? Why should you guys be? You are above me.
What? Wow. Men are not above women. Then what? Women are above men? A 28-year-old woman believes that women are above men. A 28-year-old woman believes that women that are above men because we all bleed the same way. Oh
I
my
mean, it depends
goodness.
on which aspect are you looking at it. When you say that men are above women, which way are you looking at it? In a nutshell?
In a nutshell,
You really think so?
men are stronger than women. That's number one.
Physical wise.
Well, what other strong are we talking about?
Think about it.
If we had to
Single
get-
mothers,
What about single
they do
mothers?
every.
Most single mothers are homewreckers. Let's not get it twisted. Their
But even-
man slept with a girl and they decide to
No matter
raise
what
their children
dynamics is
alone.
To it, at the end of the day, them running a household of a daily life and of daily activities, men cannot do that. There's very few men that can do it, but I don't think that.
You
men
saying that, let me just say this to you, love. Please don't think for 1 second that a woman is ever above a man. She can't beat him physically. She's not stronger than him. If
That's
this
why
is a
I asked what
survival
aspects
thing.
you were talking.
Just in all aspects. We're talking about in all aspects. Men we what's it called? We out earn women. Somebody might say, well, why is that? Why is that? It's because this is the way it is. You know, this is the way it is. When I turn on the faucet, water is coming out that faucet. Are we asking the people in the are we sending the people in the power plant like cookies, saying, "Yo, good looking for keeping the grid up and popping, bro"? We ain't doing that.
No.
Ain't nobody doing that. Who you think is running the grid? A man.
But that's
You're getting your shower because of a man. You're getting your power because of a
But
man.
how do you know that there's not females that's working at the power plant?
Because it's easily found. These are statistics that are available. Statistics will show you that a man is
I
running
think it's a mental
90% of the earth,
I
or
think
let's say
that's-
70% of the earth.
Yes, and so now
Infrastructure,
when they say it's a
your
man's world, of course
roads.
females are not going to want to take
Who's
that.
building
Let
the
me go be a
roads?
mechanic, or let me go work at the power plant because the media says it's a man's world. So I feel it's a control thing because if they said it was a woman's
How many?
world,
Wait. This place that we're at right now has been here a year. How many women do you think put their hands to build this place?
I don't. My sister's a carpenter, so that's why. I
How
said-
many women you think out of? All right, your sister's a carpenter, so that means she was a carpenter working with how many men?
All the men.
So there'll be one woman with 30 men.
Yeah.
So how should a woman is over a man?
I'm not. That's why I said in
It's
what
not
aspect of it.
every aspect. I could just keep going. We're not the same. That men do not. Women can never be over a man.
No, I don't want to be over you. I want to be treated as
Equal?
the same.
No.
Respectfully the same. I'm with the patient.
No,
You know what's great?
no.
I don't know if it's the same thing, but
I want to be respected.
There's a hierarchy.
There's
a hierarchy.
I do
I do
agree
want
with
a
you
man to be a
because
man, and
that's what's gonna
like,
say,
things,
yeah.
But you don't need to think that you're above me. That thought that you're above me.
Not above. It's not above. It's that a man is over. It's over a woman. Above.
okay, over,
Over.
and above. Okay, when
Like
you
a
use
mother
word
is over the children.
Yes.
Okay.
Will we deny
When
that?
you say over, it makes more sense than saying above.
How about we do this?
Above sounds like
We got. If let's say you're a believer,
It's the same thing, though.
you say you go to church. You say you go to church, right? You go to church too, Dahlia, or you just
The
you?
CEO.
You see,
Christmas and Easter only.
Christmas and Easter. Oh, that's fine.
I don't agree with you. I did grow
That's
up in a church
fire.
household.
That's fire. So let me just say this: you learned that when you was a stewardess? I bet, right? That's like one of them stewardess jokes. I know that's like a stewardess joke. So what I was gonna say? What I was saying,
With
babe?
the being above and over.
Yeah.
And what else?
You were trying to describe about the man being over and what it meant for a man to be over.
You said to agree that the women are above the children.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and it's like you all will agree that the women are over the children, and then the husband is over the wife.
Okay,
And if
well,
you're
the third
believers of
is-
God, then God is over that. So it's God
Yes,
over man, man over woman, woman over children. That is the dynamics.
The problem is that some people get mad and so fucked up and start thinking that they above you because you a woman. Like my ex, when he was above me, that nigga started doing something third grade. It's Benno's world. I'm the best thing ever. You should kiss the ground I walk on. Bitch, I ain't kissing shit. I don't care about the ground you walk on. You ain't even trying to dust the ground I'm walking on. So what makes you think that I should kiss the ground you're walking on? Because you're
But
a man.
I also
And that's exactly
feel
how
like
you
it
put it.
depends on the
It depends
individual
on the
themselves
individual.
too.
It
Because
depends
an
on the
ancient
individual.
nigga is not above me. I'm gonna
Right.
tell you that right now.
Yeah, but why would you even consider the ain't
Because you
shit?
said that a man is above
No, but
a
you're
woman.
saying
Not
so
the
that's
man that you're with.
Okay.
Not a regular man on the street walking down the block. Yes, the household.
In a good household, not a toxic one. A good one.
Oh, there goes toxic. Everybody in a toxic relationship. No police reports. In toxic relationships. Slapping the man around, pushing him, going through his phone. But we toxic. You mean y'all was toxic?
There's a problem with going through a man's phone.
Yes. Why would you go through your man's phone?
I'm just
Why would a man?
asking.
Let me just tell you this.
Because I feel like
Have I
that's personal.
listen to this? Have I ever gone through your phone?
Never.
And how many years?
16 years.
Never went through an email, never went through her phone. I never cared. Because let me tell you something. Why would I care about what's going on in her phone? What kind of a man would I be if I'm checking on my chick like that?
I feel like that's a full-time job. If I have to do that, we don't need to be together.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I feel like once you go looking,
You gonna
even
find
if
what you
there's
did
nothing
with
in
it.
there, there's that one word in that text message that jumped out, and you're gonna make it a big
Big ass
issue.
problem.
And it's not even that, the man could have been asking what size shoes I wore. And he wanted to, right, but maybe he was helping me find a gift, and I just read the message
You was
wrong.
looking
But
for
because
something
the
that-
intentions of me looking through his phone is to find something, that's what I'm gonna read.
And you're gonna nitpick that.
And I feel like
Exactly.
a phone is somebody's personal space.
stuff. Don't
No.
touch your personal. Let me tell you, my ex never used to like me to go through his phone or even look at his phone, and I never even never ever went through the man's phone, even when it was unlocked. Never went through the man's phone.
Even when it was unlocked. So
Yes.
you locked it after you had the phone?
Yeah. Even when it was unlocked.
Right, unlocked.
How you knew it was unlocked?
Right.
I never had to go through his phone. There's a difference between using somebody's phone and going through their phone.
No,
I've
of
used
course,
people's
of course.
phones before and never went through their phones. Like I was outside with somebody's phone and gave them right back the phone. They clicked the phone closed and gave it back.
No one would do that though. If I let somebody, you telling me if I let somebody use my phone to make a call, they're gonna go through my
People
phone?
are crazy. I don't put nothing past nobody.
You see this energy? You see this energy?
And he said, "Mom, look at this picture."
No, I've given people
And
my
now
phone
she
with the
starts
picture and they start
swiping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe mom, of course. Yeah.
I've had people where I showed them a picture on Instagram and then they start scrolling through stuff on Instagram, even though you don't intentionally think that it's going through.
And that's different. I understand the social media aspect.
It's not intentional all the time, but then you have people that are intentionally weird.
I feel that she has never met a man that you have not looked through his phone.
No, that's not true. 'Cause I'm look-
And you're 30 years old, so I believe you was going through the phones before the smartphone. I can see you was going through the phone before the smartphone.
I never had a sidekick.
Yeah, you was going through the flip
I never had a
phone.
razor.
No,
You know, the first time I had a phone, when I bought myself a damn phone, and it was a freaking LG phone, and I was in 10th grade. I bought myself my first cell phone and been paying my bills and paying my own stuff. The reason I feel like you shouldn't go through somebody's phone is that's their personal business. Like, why are you going through their phone? I don't want nobody going through my phone.
I don't believe you.
You
I
have
went
to
through somebody's
believe me.
phone and
Oh, Dahlia, I could tell you go through your man's phone. All of it. All of it.
both of it, and I would never do it again because the way that I felt after looking through it, I was like, I would never want to feel like this again, and I never did.
And you know what my
I'm like,
reason
this
for
is
not
my,
looking
this is
through
I don't
my mindset.
believe that story 100%
Curiosity
neither.
kills the cat. I do not.
I think you have a level that you won't go so deep. I only go to the top. I won't go deep.
No, I go deep. You talking about me?
Yeah.
I went to the old messages. You can't look at the fresh stuff. You gotta go to the old messages. That's where all the sauce is at. That's where the dogo is at.
Well, you don't really have to worry about that. You know.
You single.
You single and got somebody.
And you like the snakes.
And you like snakes.
And you don't kiss.
And you don't kiss.
TJ was talking to some bitch and the nigga called me back like, why would I be talking to some girl and I'm talking to you? Nigga, you better recognize the fuck.
And I feel like you carry. The reason why I don't look.
Wait,
through
is
phones
our
is
voice
carry-
traveling? Like, are people gonna be like complaining?
No,
They was in the lobby.
No.
It's soundproof, right? Yeah.
I just feel like I would not look through somebody's phone because I feel like I'm bringing the insecurities from an old relationship of me looking through his phone the last time. Now I feel like I gotta look through yours. You can't even be doing anything, but because I got the insecurity from the last relationship, I feel like I gotta look through it in this one.
Yeah, you're bringing your issues
Your
with
old baggage
old
with
relations.
you, yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Anyway, I'm glad we had this time together, ladies. This was cool. You want to drop your
No personal info.
Oh, no
My
personal.
Instagram
Okay.
has no caller identification. That's me. That's the name. That's
Go
the name.
do it again.
Oh, my Instagram is no caller identification.
Big Elvis the chef sitting here. Let me.
This nigga trying to tell me we gonna link up tomorrow after I told him I wanna link up today.
I thought you was single.
Tomorrow we link up. No, because he's supposed to be fixing my car. And he said, I'll tomorrow. Make sure.
Welcome to the podcast of the elements of life.
I like that. Getting my Kevin Samuels on, as you can see. Interesting. We had a good talk. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. This is Big Elvis the Chef doing some gonzo, what's the word? Gonzo podcasting. It was cool. I enjoyed that. And I need to do that again. Because the things that I'm saying, I've been saying. I just never really press record. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think if you want to see more stuff like that. You'll appreciate it. Boom.